What's up, bro? It's got Charles February be there here in our video. And today I want to talk about John Cena's title reign. Not exactly his title reign, but honestly, I want to talk about SummerSlam. I want to talk about SummerSlam. And for a while I've been sitting on the back burner. Um and basically, I was watching SummerSlam here and there. I went to a baseball game, enjoyed that for a bit, watched a few matches here and there. Had to go back on night one, watch a few other matches. But I'm going to talk about John Cena. I didn't watch all matches that were on that night. I watched the AJ Styles match. I didn't. I wish I didn't miss the Steel Cage Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu match. But I missed some matches. But I saw the main event with my girlfriend. I remember SummerSlam, August 3rd. And literally it was at nighttime, probably around 8 something, probably 8 something, 8:30, who knows. It was 8 something o'clock. Me and her were watching it. We just got done watching a show. We usually watch a show together. I don't know. It's just fucked up right there. But we were watching a show together and we stopped watching it. I'm like, babe, I'm going to watch SummerSlam. It's John Cena versus Cody. It's John Cena's last year of wrestling. I got to see my boy wrestle one last time. And that's what I did. I ended up watching the match, and we watched it together. It was a great match. I'm not going to go too much into the match. It was a great match. They had a great street fight. Honestly, it was like watching prime John Cena from 2015. Amazing ass match. He pulled a sunset flip powerbomb on Cody on the ground. It was like watching vintage John Cena all over again. He did a famouser. He did everything you would expect John Cena to do in his prime, and he's still doing it at like the age of 50. Like near 50, actually. But anyways, I want to talk about everything afterwards. I want to talk about that Cody should have not won the title. Now, here's my reason why, and some people might be a bitter about this. Some people might be like, oh, okay, whatever. But generally, Cody should not have won the WWE Championship at SummerSlam. I don't think he should have got the title back so soon. I think they should have brought in someone else. I think Drew McIntyre should have dethroned Cena. There's still so many opponents Cena could face before he has to leave, and putting the title right back on Cody limited his run as champion. And for one, I'm just going to say the passing of the torch moment was not needed. Okay, I'm going to get some hate for that. I'm going to get some flack for that. But the passing of the torch moment was not needed. We got that. Cody and Cena had that private moment behind stage back in like 2022, 2023. And Cena gave him some advice. We heard about it. We heard the news. And then next thing you know, Cody is back with the championship. And honestly, we are seeing a heel Cody Rhodes, but Cody should have not won the title. Cena should have retained. First of all, I would want to see Cena's rest of his title run be, and he's not going to win back the title. They're not going to have him run it back and be 18-time champion. He's already 17-time champion. He broke the record that he set out to break. They're not going to let him become 18-time champion. And he even said, I want to shake the hand of someone who becomes 18-time champion someday. So we know that's not going to happen. But I feel like Cena should have retained. And then after Cena retained and he set out to be a babyface, a lot of people are coming down to conspiracy that Brock came back because Rock sent Brock, and basically Brock is going to carry out Rock's work and beat up Cena for turning his back on The Rock or something. And honestly, that works for a story reason. That works perfectly for a fucking story. But also, what doesn't make sense to me is Cena no longer has the championship. So what is the point of Brock running a match with Cena? Brock's character has always been that he goes after the big pay cuts. He goes after the big championships. Brock has never been someone to have a grudge match. And don't give me that bullshit that he had a grudge match against Roman, because it was still for the championship. And really, Brock only cared about the championship and it became a bit of a grudge match and a mess. We're not going to talk about WrestleMania 38, but it did become a mess. Now, would I want to see Would I want to see Drew McIntyre run a match with Cena? I feel like they would have a great spectacle match. I feel like they would have a better match than most people would think. And honestly, we don't see Drew McIntyre get much of a championship reign. So Drew being Cena's last opponent before he drops a title, like maybe say Cena drops the title a month before to Drew, that would be fine. That'd be fine. And then if they want, they can have Drew carry the title for 3 months and then have Cody win the title back. But what doesn't make sense is you have Cena drop the title. He still has 4 months left. And literally you're having Brock go after Cena when really, if Brock came back, he's going to go after the man that's holding the big championship. That's how it was when he returned the first time to face Roman. That's how it was before. And it's the same thing when he faced Bobby Lashley. Brock does not go after small things. He goes after the bigger picture. And to have Brock Lesnar go after Cena just because they had shit in the past, which has already been settled, and they don't need to do it again, it just doesn't make any sense why they want to do this. It makes no sense. Like, unless they had Cena drop the title for a good reason, like saying, they want to make him a Grand Slam champion, give him the Intercontinental Championship. So basically, what they want to do is like give him the title, or something, like I guess like have him and Brock have a feud, and then after their feud, he goes after the Intercontinental Championship to become Grand Slam champion, and basically Cena completes his career, his resume, by becoming Grand Slam champion. But it just doesn't make any fucking sense for him to drop the title if that's not the game plan. Like, he has 4 months left. This is supposed to be his historic run last time as champion, and all we got was a complete shit of a heel run. We got him turning babyface in the last moment, which we didn't even get a satisfying like reason why he went to become babyface again. It was just like, oh, I'm a babyface now. I forgot who I was, and I turned my back on you, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, none of that fucking really made sense, because for weeks on end, for 4 months, he's been talking about how the fans for the last 20 years have been shitting him, like how he has a toxic relationship with them, and then basically he just turns and I'm glad Cena's babyface again. Honestly, I didn't think Cena needed to be babyface. The only way I would have saw Cena being babyface, not babyface, heel working, is not even with The Rock, but just Cena becoming more desperate. Like, if we didn't have The Rock's involvement, and we just had Cena slowly, like, turn partially heel, and we saw that he was becoming desperate to win because he knows he's been losing. Like, his baby face, like, literally his last defense against Cody was him being a baby face, and he lost. And he lost a lot of times as a baby face. Sorry, I need to take a quick cough, but it's just, he lost a lot of times as a baby face, and it's like when he became a heel, he started winning. So what if, instead of him selling his soul to The Rock or something, instead of him like doing this whole Rock storyline, the real reason why Cena turned heel and turned his back on the fans, because, like, I don't know, we could have got something better. We could have got like something like he's like, yeah, I have been sucking for a while lately. I have been losing, but for once, I can actually say I can win. And sorry if I'm giving you the old Beast Bro crappy promos through the mic, but I just think we could have got a better heel run if The Rock wasn't involved. The Rock being involved didn't add anything. Same with Travis Scott. Like, look where Travis Scott and The Rock is now. Cena had to carry a heel storyline on his own, instead of getting like some type of thing like the Hollywood executives or something, like where it's Cena, The Rock, and Travis. We just got Cena carrying it on his own. We got a great promo between him and CM Punk. Now, if it was in America, it would have done like so much better. Because like I'm just saying this right now, if it was in America, it would have did so much better, because a lot of the American audience would get the reference a lot more than Saudi Arabia when he references Drake and Kendrick. But anyways, that's besides the point. I think that was one of the best promo feuds that Cena had in this run as a heel. And that's mostly because CM Punk carried that part. Yeah, he stuttered a bit and stuff. But like, I just think, what is the point of having like? And the thing is, yeah, I'm hyped to see this. I'm hyped to see this match. Don't get me wrong. I want to see how they build it up. I want to see what will happen. I want to see what they're going to do. But generally, I'm mad. I'm only mad because it doesn't make any actual sense why Brock Lesnar would just go after Cena without a championship. It would have made more sense if Cena had the championship and it felt like history was repeating itself, because back around, I say, late 2014, Cena lost the title of Brock in a squash match. He got completely annihilated by Brock. He got completely destroyed in 2014. And for some reason, people always reference his 2012 match when really his 2012 match was really nothing. His 2014 match was where it like went big. And in my honest opinion, I think Cena versus Brock makes less sense unless like The Rock did send Brock out. But it's just like, it makes no sense for anything. It makes no sense. And the only other thing is Brock isn't really anyone's lackey at the same time. Like, Brock Lesnar is a solo individual. Even when he had Paul Heyman, he was always a solo individual as a character. So, to me, it makes no sense why Brock is going after Cena. If Cena still had the championship, okay, I wouldn't be mad because I'm like, this makes sense. Cena's the big-time champion, and Brock doesn't like that he's at the top again. But now, he's back, and he wants to dominate Cena to basically show him who's still better or something like that. But it doesn't make sense because Cena doesn't have a title. And just giving Cody the title to have that passing of the torch moment, in my opinion, was stupid because they have already had that moment. That moment has already happened. We have had that moment with him as a heel. We have had that moment with him as a, like, and now a babyface. It just doesn't, and the thing is, I knew he was going to drop the title to Cody. I'm like, okay, the plan must be he's going to drop the title back to Cody at SummerSlam. But my only problem is we got 4 months of a bad heel run because it could have been something better. It could have been him being desperate to win. And it didn't end well. It didn't have a great run. It didn't meet everyone's expectations. A lot of people were expecting a lot from this. It turned out to be great at first. But it just ended up being really, really weak. And in my opinion, now after SummerSlam, it's even more weak that Cena versus Brock makes no sense. Cena versus Brock makes no sense. And it kind of just like makes me realize like wrestling right now is losing a moment of what makes sense. And I kind of like, and I want other fans to notice this too, because literally what I was mad about more than just like Cena losing the title, it wasn't just Cena losing the title, but it was also Cena just in general. Like, I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense to me. I'm trying to make sense of it. And the only sense I can make of it is that Brock returned because of Rock. And that's so fucking dumb because that's not even Brock Lesnar's character. Brock Lesnar is not a lackey. Brock Lesnar is, oh my God, I fucking lost. I'm talking about Cena losing and I lost. Oh, fuck. But I don't know. I can't kick out. Fuck me. I didn't even hit an attitude adjust or anything. Sorry. I'm just more focused on the conversation at hand. It's just, to me, it makes no actual fucking sense why Cody won. It makes absolutely no sense. It makes absolutely no fucking sense why Cody won the championship at SummerSlam. And I wish WWE made sense of this is Cena's last run as champion, and they should keep it going. If they wanted to made him drop the title 2 months before he leaves, okay, that's fine. But why did it have to be Cody? Cody already had a boring run. Like, I'm sorry. Cody had a all-right run. Let me say this right now. I'm a fan of Cody. I'm not dissing Cody, but I'm dissing the run he had before, and if they continue to push him down the babyface route and not a heel route. Now, what I would have loved to see from Cody Rhodes is Cena retains, Cody gets bitter and angry. Cody gets bitter and angry. It's their last match together. Cody gets so bitter and angry, he attacks Cena after the match. He attacks Cena after the match, choking him out, pissed and upset with himself that he didn't get the job done one last time. And he even pulled a desperate move of hitting Cena with the title, and we saw that. And Cody could have lost. Cody could have took the loss. It wouldn't have done anything to Cody. Cena could have retained. And as Cena is unconscious in the ring, Cody, after attacking Cena, after beating him up, he walks away. And basically, he looks up at the ramp as he's on the ramp walking up. And Brock comes out. Then Cody turns back to Cena, looking at the crowd, and basically he's just. And at first, he has a sad look on his face, like regret, like he left Cena in the ring for Brock to basically mutilate him. And instead of going to help Cena, Brock walks on by, and then as Cody looks down, he looks up, looks back at the crowd, and he's completely smiling a devil smile, a fucking Homelander smile, because everyone wants Homelander Cody Rhodes. And he's smiling a Homelander smile, walks off. He basically just walks off, and that's the last we see of Cody Rhodes at SummerSlam. That would have been a great heel turn for Cody Rhodes. And yet... not a lot of people want to see heel Cody. Everyone's a big fan of Cody. They want him to be the babyface. They want him to be the baby-kissing presidential character. But honestly, that would have been an amazing heel turn for Cody. I don't think I have much to say. I think the decision-making for WWE sometimes is a nuisance. I think the decision-making of having Cody become champion stopped a lot of storyline work, because then you could have actually had Cody become a heel. You could have had Cody become a heel. That would have been a perfect moment to turn him heel. That would have been a perfect scenery to make him heel. SummerSlam had a big enough crowd and good reactions to everything that was happening in the ring. I generally think Cody would have had a perfect heel run at SummerSlam of 2025. We didn't get it. And I don't know when we're going to get it. We might get it later on. We saw a glimpse of him being a heel, but generally that should have been his heel moment. And then Brock Lesnar could have came out, picked up Cena for an F5, laughing it up, and then F5s him in the middle of the ring. And Cena is still champion, and he's going forward to face Brock Lesnar, while Cody is dealing with some regret of what he did. And then we could go forward and see Cody Rhodes get more aggressive in the ring. Now, this isn't going to be a video about Cody Rhodes' heel turn and how I want it. I've already talked about Max Caster's heel run like that. His heel run went to shit. I'll probably talk about that another day, of how they're turning him a babyface again, I guess. But honestly, I just think John Cena should have had a longer run as champion. We have 4 months left with him. My last thoughts is that basically, if Cena's not champion, are they going to make him Grand Slam champion? My question is, you have 4 months left with John Cena. Don't just run singles matches with him. Give him something to do. You have 4 months left with him. Give him 3 months of being Intercontinental Champion, because this will be the last time we see John Cena. This will be the last time we see John Cena, and literally the last championship he has to win to be Grand Slam champion is the Intercontinental Championship. And even my girlfriend was shocked by everything that happened. It was her first time watching a live pay-per-view with me. It was her first ever live pay-per-view. It was a great match. I think it was a great introduction match for her to get into WWE, and she really liked it. She's like, wow, that was amazing. And I'm not going to lie. I agree. The match was fantastic. I just think the storytelling is off. The match was great, but the story itself wasn't making sense. Anyways, that's all I have to say. I hope the rest of you have a good rest of your day. How many minutes am I running in on? Oh, that's not bad. I'm doing fine. All right, but I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, a good rest of your night, or a good rest of your morning. And thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel, because you'll never know when I upload. And I don't know. You guys tell me what you think. People that watch SummerSlam, sorry for Tiger in the background. Hey, Tiger. But just tell me what you think. What's your honest opinions if you saw SummerSlam and you're like, this shit really stunk. Like the ending really stunk. But I'm gonna talk to you guys later. I'll catch you next time.